I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. I got a cobra snake for a necktie. A brand new house all on the roadside, and it's made out of rattlesnake hide. Got a brand new chin that been built on top, and it's made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk with me, baby, and tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Now around the town and use a rattlesnake whip. Take it easy, baby, don't you give me no lip. Who do you love? Who do you love? I got a tombstone and a graveyard mind. I'm just 22 and I don't mind dying. Who do you love? Yeah, who do you love? Ah, who do you love? Took her man by my hand. She said, Lonesome George, you don't understand. Who do you love? The night was dark and the sky was blue. Down the alleyway and I swaggin' through. Hit off bump and sunlight and scream. You should have heard just what I seen. Who do you love? Who do you love? Yeah, who do you love? Oh, who do you love? Graveyard man. Just 22, baby, I don't mind dying. Snakeskin shoes, baby, put them on your feet. Got the good time music with the boogie to beat. Yeah, who do you love? Who do you love? I walk over the 7 miles of barbed wire. I got a cobra snake for a necktie. A brand new house on the roadside, and it's made out of rattlesnake hide. I got a brand new chin, I'm a bit on top, and it's made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk with the child. Tell me, who do you love? Yeah, who do you love? Who do you love?
Yeah, donkey kicking your communist taint with the cloven hoof of freedom. It is post-politics on a Wednesday night, blasting off on all cylinders. J-Rev Radio, Raz Radio Live, Salty Talk Radio, Radio Chaos, and IPMNation.com. Thank you for joining us on another installment of Insanity. And, I don't know. I guess Buzzy might just want to, for what I've chosen for our musical selection tonight, Buzzy, if you're listening, I love you, brother. I hope you keep listening and just chime out for the musical selection tonight. But got a lot of devil music, as he calls it, tonight. So got a lot of cool.
You had to know when we started with the.
Yeah, brother man. I got rejuvenated last night, man. I got to tell you. So I sat up. The kids stayed up late. Like usually, I'm like, come on, man. I just whatever. But well, let me get into it a little bit. Okay, so my dad, above all, like, don't get me wrong, like for my birthday and shit, like birthday and Christmas, I get checks. I get checks from my grandparents. I get checks from my parents, or whatever, or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad got a hold of like this local place the next town over and got me hooked up for a massage, a manicure, which I had never had before, never had a manicure. So got me a full body massage with a manicure and a fucking beer, right?
Yeah, man.
It's like,
we weren't joking with that.
There you go, gentlemen. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dog. So I took off of work a little bit early yesterday to make this appointment and got there and got my shit taken care of, got exfoliated, I feel bad for the girl that did my manicure because I was like, dude, I ain't never had none of this I mean, fucking exfoliating, fucking leg and foot scrubs and all that shit. Like, I don't know if you but the tripster likes to get pampered from time to time. It's very rare. Yeah. But I dig it when it goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
sure.
that's how I'm living. My pops got that for me for my birthday a couple weeks back. I was finally able. Their availability is shit. So I was like, yeah, whenever y'all can take me. If it's later in the if I can take off work an hour early or whatever to get there on time. So so I hooked that up yesterday. So, but anyway, we stayed up with the kids last night, and I was telling them about like the most brutal. And there's video evidence. Somebody in South Carolina has this video, along with me fucking girls, along with me and my friends breaking the laws, and fucking. I hope a statute of limitations is out on whoever has that those two fucking videos that I left in South Carolina last time I went there. So like, there's some incriminating shit. If you care about Trip Pugh, I can never run for office because somebody has those tapes.
Yeah.
All right. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I was telling my kids, I do have video evidence to prove it. It's just somewhere in South Carolina right now. But I was telling them about the most brutal show that I ever been to, which was Slayer, Slipknot, and Chimera and Hatebreed. And I don't know. It was like late in the night. They were supposed to, like, Brittany is like, okay, that's enough. You can't be playing Slipknot Sick at fucking 10:30 when the kids are supposed to be going to bed. And I'm just sitting here like, da 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 da.
Like, dude, 10 o'clock's the best time to enjoy this shit. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Crank it up, fuckers. But
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know. I just got off on a riff, and I got off on some more stuff. And our show Sunday night, revisiting all of the great stuff that we did on that show. I don't know. Like, I gotta go in cycles because I've been listening to a lot more often, like soft shit, and I haven't been playing my CDs. I never own an iPod. Okay, sorry. The nasty refuses to come into the 21st century. I get it. I don't have that iPod. I got CDs that I fucking rip all the shit off of.
I don't own a single Apple product.
Right. And loyal Apple users are starting to get the hang of that too. They're like, no, ever since Steve Jobs died, everything started to kind of go downhill. And they're like, no, just put out another one. Like, don't make any changes. It's just a new one. Like,
keep it that way, please.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I'm doing this.
By the way, we had this new feature that totally fucks up everything. Like,
we have this new feature that allows you to not use products that the old one.
So, by the way, upload everything to the cloud, and good luck getting that shit off of there and fucking transfer all your shit. And Brittany just went through all that. She found out what a nightmare all that was. But but I've got Sirius now too. So I'm mostly listening to podcasts and and radio shows. That's just what I do, mostly. So I don't get to visit a lot of the shit that I usually would be liking and listening to. But yeah, over the past couple of days, I've kind of been rejuvenated, and I'm like, man, I need to get back to my center. Like, I don't know, man. Anybody can say
roots.
Right, bloody roots. But I'm just and that type of shit. But I guess what I'm saying is that I need that's the kind of stuff that brings me back home in my mind. You know what I mean? So I need that. I need that reminder. I need that. Oh, okay. Like for I've said this on the show. The sense of smell is the most one clearly tied to memory. Is what the studies have said. But for me, fucking put on a track, dude, and I will tell you right where I was and the best time I had of my life listening to whatever track you're gonna put on. Straight up, like that's my biggest memory sensor deal or whatever.
Yeah.
So
go with that. That doesn't sound like that's the right word, but we're gonna stick with that. I don't have a better one.
Right. Yeah. I'm just trying to connect the dots in the best way I know how on the fly.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the entire show, right?
Exactly.
Hits. Right. You're back to hits and misses with Trip and Zach.
Yeah, right.
That's really oh man, I would hate to rebrand the show at this point, but like hits and misses just sound like the perfect fucking show title. No, it just sounds like even if it wasn't us, it just sounds like the perfect show title. Hits and misses. If you want to be successful in this business, don't listen to me. So, yeah.
Sometimes.
Right. And you can't do what I do, bitches. So don't even try. Motherfucker. But we've got okay, so one thing that I did want to do for a long form discussion rather tonight is a lot of Civil War type shit talking. Like all of this stuff that's been brewing over the past 4 or 5 years has really started to come to a head. And every major issue or story that comes into the public light through mainstream media or whatever the politicians attached to or whatever has sort of been leading up to this, but like I just think it'll get worse. It's not like these people are going to be coming to my house, but I'm really waiting for like somebody that's like attacked in public, like when you see like these lefties like really getting onto people and whatever, like I'm waiting for the time because this is probably how it will start if there is any sort of very violent or serious reaction to this stuff that will end up kickstarting it, and of course the mainstream media will run away with it. But I really think like a handful of leftists will probably approach a concealed carry permit Republican, and getting beat on will end up firing on people. Like if anything was going to kick that off, I don't want that to happen, by the way. I'm just clearing my bases.
I would just say that fucking like note to anybody out there considering stuff. Call it a revolution.
Any sort of violence. Yeah.
Yeah. Any of those people, like, you better shut the media outlet. Like, I don't mean like attack them, but I mean like, that shit's got to shut down, because if they're broadcasting the fucking, oh goddamn, nobody will actually, just because like all the Republicans are Nazis, you know what I mean? Like, and when I say Republicans, really, I just mean anybody leaning towards the right at all.
Sure.
Basically all white males, cisgendered white males.
Whatever those words they made up are.
Yeah, it's not even a thing. Like, listen, I say cis, and I know it's an acronym. I don't actually know.
Whatever meaning they attach to it is really
at the time. It'll change depending on what discussion you're.
At least they have the common decency to not change the actual meaning of said word. They just come up with completely.
They do though, because remember racism.
But that's what I mean.
Racism
Like,
is it's not like for the color of their skin anymore. It has to do with a systemic fucking. You have to have power behind your.
racism is, I want to be like gay Republican or gay fucking whatever.
You just want to be gay at this point.
No, be gay as fuck is what I want to do. But no, I'm having trouble reaching for the buzz term, but like a lefty in the opposite fashion, like a right-leaning, like super uber liberal, except I'm preaching in the same way that the left, like the homo left do. You know what I'm saying? Like be
Homo
like,
erectus?
right. Hip Hop Anonymous, you know, where you're like, racism is a social construct is basically the line that I had before all this garbage started. But all right, so I'm gonna push the reset button. I got to. We're gonna hit the intro, and I got nothing but black metal covers tonight. Okay,
Nice.
I understand goth and black metal covers of other songs. Okay, we're talking about covers of Iron Maiden, covers of Twisted Sister, covers of Gary Newman, covers of Led Zeppelin. We got
folks that aren't black metal getting covered.
Right. Neil Young. We got all kinds of good shit, man. So, but we won't play that now. We'll just hit the intro, come right back, and get fired off because I got this article finally pulled up. By the way, all right, I got a fucking fourth wallet right before we hit the intro. I'm sorry, it's like trips in rare fucking form tonight.
No, it's all good.
No, sometimes I'm talking and I try to stammer through this shit while I'm actually searching for stuff online. So I'm like looking for these articles and stuff.
Yeah, and you're trying to kind of like mumble so people don't know.
Yada yada yada, and I'm not good at that, you know, obviously. But anyway, we'll hit the intro, come back, and we'll get kicked off on this USA Today article of is America started for or headed towards a civil war? So
I would say.
Pretty much. Right. We're creeping while you sleeping on this.
Goddamn right.
This civil
creep.
It's like Civil War II. That, you know how they always do that with movies? Like
I
they
can
have
guarantee
like,
you this, hey dude, they aren't gonna have to like. It's gonna. Second Civil War is gonna have a much.
But right, Scootily. Yeah, there's no Scootily Doot players in the second Civil War.
Exactly.
But no. You know how they always do like the tagline for the sequel that isn't kind of justified or whatever, but it's like blah 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 2, the secret of the ooze, right? You know, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the secret of the ooze or whatever. You know, they always have that kind of. Oh, absolutely. But they kind of always have those taglines, so that's what it'll be like. Civil War 2. Parentheses, sleep, creeping while you sleeping, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. War. War in the Hood is the shit. That's so much better than creeping while you sleeping. Oh shit. Dope boy out in the wilderness fucking trying to get his. All right. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Everybody stay tuned. More politics coming up next. Oh, son of a bitch.
And the sad part is that most people seem to have been indoctrinated to believe that bullshit only comes from certain places, certain sources. Advertising, politics, salesmen. Not true. Bullshit is everywhere.
The NWO Fighter, the show that gets America its balls back.
And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, by all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
I don't want to put a violent connotation on it, but this is a war zone. I'm talking about my life and yours.
If you're not on some government list by now, you're doing something wrong.
After 8 years of lies and hypocrisy, people love this guy. Leads me to a very disturbing question. How far up your ass does this guy's dick have to be before you realize he's fucking you?
It's good for politics too.
I mean, you're born absolutely free, except for laws of nature. Those, if you drink, you get drunk. That's a law. If you get old, you die. That's a law too. If you sit on a tack, you will bleed from the ass. These are the only laws that you're born with, and any government just fucks you out of that type of freedom.
If you're not involved by now, you are just as much at fault as our oppressors.
I was terrified when my doctor told me that I had a unique and interesting personality trait.
It's post-politics with Trip here.
All right, everybody, back at it. Woo! Politics on a Wednesday night. What's going on out there in Radio Land? So we were talking before the break here, leading into this, and there were several. Like I had this USA Today article pulled, but
All right. Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe is it? Yeah. Well, they don't fucking pay the bills over this motherfucker, so they can eat a bowl full of dicks. But anyway, I'll find something else too. But the crux of the article is really, and a lot of these articles of what they're saying is really something that's been brewing in our circles for quite some time. You know what I mean? This whole is America headed towards the next civil war? That's because a lot of the issues that have been brewing online in our community, so to speak, or whatever, you know, are finally starting to come to a head in the main.
I think that we have to, like, yeah, I think you're hitting on it. I think they fail to consider a lot how much different the internet and real life are, right? Because, you know, there are a lot of like racist trolls on the internet, right? And I would say that, like, and this is just one example. Like, I'd say probably, you know, 70 to 80%, excuse me, of those racist trolls would not say that kind of shit in real life. Like, they just wouldn't do it.
Oh, no.
Like, it's so rare for people to have, like, legitimate discussions of race. And I mean, dude, I actually had one today. Oh boy, and it was started having a conversation about, like, because somebody brought up white privilege. Another guy that works with it, one of those Hispanic dudes that doesn't speak Spanish, like he was raised in Chicago,
right?
And but he doesn't speak Spanish at all. So he's like, he's really light complected too. So basically, he's fucking white.
I was to hear a Hispanic guy with a fucking Chicago accent would tickle my asshole. That would be just.
What's weird, dude, is he really doesn't have one, which is strange.
I know,
he's been here for, you know, he's only been here for like.
All right.
But he.
Give me one of them tacos over there.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's kind of funny. He doesn't have one. I was like, hey, wait a second. You're from fucking Chicago? How are you don't have an accent?
Sour cream on it? Yeah.
Like, because hearing you talk should be way more entertaining. But, yeah, man. I mean, it came like he was having the myth. Like, everybody, like, I mean, is there white privilege? There's white privilege to the same fucking degree. Black privilege and Hispanic privilege. That, like, all depends on what.
I believe just for a side note right quick, once again, like long before this white privilege, like a lot of the discussions that we're having nowadays even came into play. Patrice O'Neill said, he goes, you know what my reparations are? I pretty much get to say what the fuck I want to say, and no one can really fuck with me, you know, because I'm a black man in America or whatever. He's like, I'll take that, you know. He's like, he basically was like, I basically get to say like any fucked up shit I want to, you know what I mean?
And I think that well. One of the like, look, I need to fucking. He said like I need to specify what I mean by white people, right? He was like because like Joe Schmo and the fucking wife beater over here, like I don't mean him when I'm saying white people, right? He was like because white people, the white people I'm talking about don't fucking like you. I mean, and
Right.
certain like look, dude, the white people that are in charge that are fucking things over, like they don't give a fuck about your regular blue collar dudes either. You know what I mean? Like that's not a they give a fuck about them to the extent that they fucking pay taxes.
But that's
Money.
okay. Well, let's go you one further, and this is something that we brought up, of course. You know about the Asian culture. You know they are the highest earners of demographic in this. You know, if you look at a percentage based point in this country alone,
Yeah.
Asians are the biggest. You know, ballers, so to speak, as far as the high profile jobs that they have, etc. Because just like Chris Rock said, rest of the fucking country is poor ass white people living in trailers, fucking these sisters, listening to John Cougar Mellencamp records, or whatever. And that I'm not gonna fucking sit here and deny that's a huge part of the possibility. I mean, we half-ass come from that fucking place too,
Yeah, I mean we're
so.
just
But what
refined,
we do have,
refined fuck.
exactly, we're like just a few generations removed from that shit, But I guess what I'm trying to say here is that we're not a bunch of cousin fuckers here, but what we are is people that were instilled with work ethic and people that are like, look, okay, well, this is our culture of you handle your business. Like we might not have all the money in the world, but like this is what we're really striving for, and this is what we're trying to do. We're not waiting on the cavalry to come. You understand?
Yeah,
Like
well, I mean, I think there's a lot of like, look, man, it's I've said this before. If somebody's a dick to me, I just have to, go like as a dick. Right? Like it's not a like, and I think that a lot of people like in different communities they've got it into their brain that if white guy is a dick to them, it has to do with the fact that he's a white guy, and
right.
I think
Well,
that there's that misconception that hey, dude, some people are just fucking assholes. It doesn't matter.
Sure. And what I think a lot
They're
of
doing it because you're black. A lot of times they're doing it because they're assholes.
Right, right. I mean, the more left leaning people that I consult with, and people that are my friends that are libertarian, but more left leaning libertarian people or whatever. Even if they don't really even give a shit about what we do and the politics of it or whatever. You ask them about something, they'll tell you, and they come from a more left leaning slant on it. It's that it's really turned off the issues that people with know-how are really trying to champion in a logical sense over an emotional reaction to things. And it's like
I would say it's even more of a programmed reaction more than a fucking emotional. Seems like, I mean, it's so common now. Hey, I mean, dude, when having that discussion today about like white privilege and whatnot, black friend was like, "Hey, look, dude, fucking
you're out here, the rest of us, motherfucker."
But like, no, well, one of the things that he was saying is like, and he was defending the but our ancestors were kind of deal. What he was saying though is, yeah, but it's something that you can't deny that like. The existence we live in is a product of like that past, right? And I was, yeah, but hold on, the fuck does that? Yeah, I mean, okay, so some of your ancestors, but what the fuck does that do? That doesn't really, that leaves us nowhere. Like, even that being the case, cool, that doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? And I think that that's something that people need to realize too. Like, yeah, I mean. That would be like me fucking. Well, and also I think there's like fucking 5% of white people back there
sure
own slaves. fucking slave. And damn it. Oh.
All right, sir, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, we had a caller, but I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on.
It was a 352er. I'm sorry.
Yeah, phone system's fucked up. I think it's probably Super Dave, but I tried to add him and it took forever and it cut you off and then it connected with both of y'all and then it cut everybody off. So, yeah, I don't know, bro. Whatever.
Don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, like, people have to. You can't just harp on the fact that, like, it's like none of those people that were slaves or owned slaves are fucking alive today. And so harping on the fact that slavery existed, none of the people alive, is fucking a pointless endeavor that does nothing more than fucking make you look like a victim for no goddamn.
Right. Like, I'm all about empowering fucking everybody. Like, this. Can't you start to look at yourself as a victim? I'm like fucking Jules in fucking Pulp Fiction. The truth is that you are the weak, and I am the tyranny of evil men. I'm straight up.
And what's crazy is that if you, even more so, that's what they're saying, is that they are the tyranny of men.
Right.
Like, because you're saying that fucking now, because slaves were owned fucking 100 or 160, some shit like that.
Right.
You're saying that fucking because that happened, you are a victim to the weak. I am the tyranny of evil men because I somehow, people that look similar to me back then had slaves. And it's like, well, if that's the case, then we're at a loss, dude. What are you going to do?
Like, I mean, you can speak for yourself, but I know that I'm just a few generations removed from, like, you know, the poorest of poor white trash, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's my bloodline. And I have many people that are in my family that have done very well for themselves just because they had a grinding ass fucking work ethic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, really, like, we're like, fuck this dumb shit. If I can make something of it, like, let's go get it, you know, because I got the work ethic. Yeah. That's where I come from, you know, and it's you know, it's something to take notice to, just because, like I said, don't act like from 1865 until now, like it's taken everybody that long to get their shit together culturally, because I know where I come from culturally, and I'm, you know, you got hit and misses across your family borders there, you know what I mean? Like within your family.
I would say that even then, like within the black community, I'd say there's definitely a fucking breakdown of like what is, you know, the positive things that have fucking happened. Like there's no doubt that fucking like look, dude, they replaced fucking slavery with the welfare state,
right?
And those kind of things happen. But here's the deal, like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna? You can't fucking sitting around whining about it is not going to help you. Like, that's just not going to change anything at all. So if you plan on changing your situation at all, best fucking bet would be to move the fuck past that shit and get your fucking grind on. You know what I mean? Like,
that's all it really takes. Like, it's very simple. You know what, man?
I mean, it's very difficult in action, but it like as far as like keeping your head up and continuing to difficult. But as far as like the plan, it's simple.
I've got drive. And I've also had a few lucky opportunities float my way. You understand?
I mean, but you got to consider, like, listen, some of these, but it's fuck.
Yeah, and guess what?
And
do that shit. You got to do that.
And so what I'm saying though, that like, in action is more difficult. possible. I guess not. Workouts. Walk for.
Guess what? Guess what? Fucking that shit happened, and there's fucking real prominent fucking
Absolutely,
black,
and that's what I'm saying. No,
there's black people like during the bus ban, and they didn't have the chance. They couldn't fucking ride the bus. They didn't ride the bus. There's a fucking, I forget the name of that movie, man, but there's one where Whoopi Goldberg is the maid or whatever in a like 1950s or late 60s or early 60s home, like during the fucking bus boycott.
Yeah.
And it shows her walking home after working all day, being a maid for this fucking white family, and it's one of those ebony and ivory fucking, they all see the true picture at the end of the day, fucking type of movies or whatever. But
yeah,
and
I'm not
it shows Whoopi Goldberg walking, however many miles home. I think it was like 10 miles home.
Yeah.
And she just got blisters on her feet, and it's all fucked up or whatever. But it was like, that's what cause they were down for. And if you're down for whatever cause is going on, you got to fucking be willing to do that shit. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not belittling that because I've fucking done it.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
I've done it while we were doing this show.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm not like saying that it's possible. Definitely. And believe me, I got a whole lot of fuck it in me. So easy. Fuck it.
Right.
Have your mind. Got to do, but I'm just saying, like, not breaking down on, basically having some fucking empathy. Have to do it. No, it is a hard fucking road. All right, like, and so that does suck.
It's easy though, man.
No,
like,
absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
difference is, are you willing to fucking stick it out and do it, or are you gonna be one of these cocksuckers that like is like, no, man, trust me, I've been there too. All right, so don't act like I'm just fucking, Johnny Republican, get a fucking job guy, okay? Yeah. Because I really was right after I was rolling on Easy Street, and right after my daughter was born, it was really like, can I just kind of work around town and take cash jobs, because any job that I got to take is going to be a 50-mile one-way fucking drive to get to where fuck I got a job that is only going to pay me $8 an hour, and I can stay home with my daughter and not pay fucking, I don't know if anybody out there is fucking paid nursery shit for a newborn or somebody under 2 years old, but it's a pretty fucking penny, dude. So you really have to outweigh those options. If you can stay home and have somebody, watch your kid, or drop them off at grandma's or whatever, or have an aunt or uncle stay with them, for a day while you go work and make $120. That's what you would have paid for daycare for a week for a fucking 1.5-year-old. So you really start to weigh these monetary options here. Yeah, I could go and do all that and fucking make nothing for the day. My cost of travel.
I mean, hey, look, believe me, dude. I paying back. I worked 55 hours last week and made $119.
That's fucking insane, dude. I don't know if I could do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, and after a job. But no, I mean, here's the deal. It's just, man, I don't have a fucking choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be fucking handled. And so, when it comes down to it, but the idea of giving up can't be
right. This bullshit hierarchy that's going on, though. You know what I'm saying, man? Like that's what really troubles me, is like there seems to be like this hierarchy, and I've said this more and more. And you know what? I don't care. I'm going to continue to say it. I don't care how many times. Look, as long as next time you pop your old lady, you make her call you Trip, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking just fucking drop my name. But I'm serious when I tell you that shit. When I say all you got to do is put that aside and go, you know what real white privilege is? These people that have the time to go out and fucking bitch about that kind of shit. The rest of us be at work in the morning. You understand? The rest of us got kids to raise. The rest of us got to be at work in the morning. So you want to know what the people that are bitching about white privilege are the people that are truly have white privilege.
Oh yeah, well, but those are the only people that have the fucking time.
Right.
Yeah.
No one says that. I haven't heard that anywhere else. I honestly, like, that is a Trip Nasty original. I have not fucking heard that from anybody else, mainstream or podcast or wherever. I haven't heard anybody say that.
Yeah. No, I mean it's
the white privilege is made for those that bitch about it. That's what real white privilege looks like. Because you obviously have nowhere to fucking be in the morning. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean I was listening to Jordan Peterson lecturing kids at Harvard, and he was talking to him, and he was like, dude, he was like, you know, and y'all are out here bitching about the 1%, and all. He was like, not even the fact that you're fucking baby 1%. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You don't have your money yet because your parents have. Like you,
right.
And so
where do you think? I didn't go to a fucking university. I went to community college 3 times and still don't have an associate's degree.
Yeah,
all right.
Hey, look, I went to fucking community college twice on my fucking GI Bill. You know what I mean? Like fucking
exactly. Like when I went to go fucking make those initial, like when I got freaked out because I was like, you know, I was used to fucking hitting the pavement, motherfucker. I mean, I've told the story before, but like when I moved down here and my internship with Disney was up, you know, I was trying to hit the pavement, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was like, what y'all got out here? I don't know this fucking area. I'm new to the area. I've only lived here 5 months. But what you got going on? I'm trying to fucking fill out applications and talk to managers at places. I'm showing up at places. Every fucking place is like, go online and fill out an application. I'm like, what the fuck does that even fucking, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking?
Start having to learn the system. Oh, okay. So what I gotta do is just fill out a fucking application online and then show the fuck up here.
Right. I didn't even have a fucking computer at the time. I had to use one of my roommates' computers. You know, I was like, I don't have a fucking computer down here, whatever. It's like, go online and fill out an application. It was like, but I'm telling you that I like want this job, motherfucker. Like, and that's
I'm here standing in front of you. Yeah.
Where you come from that lets you know that fucking this guy's for real. You know what I mean? That's how I got jobs back in the day. Because I was like, hey, yeah, look, I'm a young kid, but I'm good to go. I'll be here.
Right.
You know? Yeah, I'm here right now. I don't know what else you got going on in this shit show, but like, I'm willing to make this shit show less of one just to fucking have a job. Straight up. I don't give a fuck, you know? But that's what I'm talking about, though, man. That shit is lost upon the current landscape in the biggest of ways. And the internet's fucking ruined a lot of that shit for a lot of people, too, you know? It's fucked up.
I mean, it's crazy. Like we live in a really fucking.
It's the weirdest of transition periods.
Yeah.
We're still going through. You know, it's been 20 years of the weirdest transition period possibly in human history. It really has been.
It's very strange. Like it's this like technological revolution thing sucks. It's fucking weird.
But not only that, but you just don't have a lot of people don't have the mental or social capacity just to interact with people on a daily.
Well, no,
you know.
and then here's the thing: a lot of times that fucking mental capacity don't actually mean anything. Like that's where it's hard too. Like, and for somebody like me, like I'm very much like I want to fucking be able to go to the manager, talk to him, because like I'm.
You know what I need a manager face. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, the reason why I'm good at this kind of shit, I can come up and present myself, hire me, and know that, right? But here's the difference: don't have the opportunity to. And like, when I talk to the manager, oh well, he doesn't. We'll call you. They're like,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah,
feel
no,
that. Yeah.
and like, no. I'm not coming in here asking. Not what I'm here for, and it
Right.
just it is, man. It's a weird time, dude. It's strange. I don't know. It doesn't really pay off in the long run. I think that society is like, look, dude, we are turning into that society where fucking no happening. Kind of strange.
It's just a yeah. There's no individual attachment, and the more that we get like fuck you, I'll be fine. But I gotta get to mine, and I gotta take care of what's mine.
Yeah.
I think people diss on ICP all the time or whatever, but like Shag's Too Dope had this fucking line. I forget what song it was, but he goes, "Cause my kids are hungry and they're looking at me for shit," And it's like that's the truth, dude. It's like, my kids fucking, like I'm the fucking bread and butter, and that's why you see so many of these kids that are so attached and disattached from what reality is. There's no real transitional period where I'm telling my kids, I'm like, you better get your shit straight, motherfucker, because like. We ain't gonna be having grandkids fucking living here. We ain't gonna have you living here. You know what I mean? If you're going to, I'll present the same shit that I did with that my mom did with me, and I didn't even stick around, for all that. The first time I dropped out of college, I dropped out of her house, not even by her own admission, just by my own. I was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
My
mom kicked me out of the house for selling drugs, and I fucking left. I left, and I was gone for about 6 months. I came back.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, you just got to get your fucking own act about you and say, like, fuck this shit, I'm out, dude. Like,
I'm not gonna be dependent on somebody else. It comes down to it. Okay, well, I found a way to. Pretty unhappy about. My mom and my importance.
Sure. You know what? Sometimes, and I think you and I did somewhat the same thing as far as mentality which was basically like
path, but
but the same mentality is like I got to get I don't know how you are with this, but I'm super like. I don't like change. I like to stick in my element. I'm a very scheduled and structured person. I always have been. But like for me in that time in my life, as uncomfortable as it was, I was like, I got to get the fuck out of my own element to fucking figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna thrust myself into the void to see if I can come out clean on the other end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even then, like, no, I was that, and very much told me, hey, I know you don't like. I mean, it was like one of those things. Like, I know you don't like change. I know you like being where you're from and all that kind of shit. And she was like, but you'll never know what you're capable of until you fucking try other shit. You know what I mean? Like until you've been defeated by other things and tries to. And I've used that as like, no, I mean that's been like my goddamn fuel since teenager. Man.
Yeah.
Right. And at this point, like that's even something that I've looked at. Like, no, look, I mean, dude, even when they tried to use when we were having the white privilege, okay, that was one of the things is that one of the guys at work, the guy from Chicago, right, was saying he was like, yeah, but you got to consider, man, like whatever you got put in prison, it had been a black guy that gotten double the time. And I was like,
different, like
No, but what I said immediately, like, oh really? Because I got a fucking theft charge of $100 prison, nothing prior on my. And fucking him and the black dude standing next to him. Fuck. That's
right.
Like, yeah, okay, so maybe sometimes I get fucked just as hard with my pale ass.
Right. And it's like when you, of course, you know, people like us and people in our situation and people of our ilk, you know, you got to point to statistics because it's as factual as we can get when discussing shit like that. You know, I'm not saying no black guys ever get fucked over in fucking the court system or whatever.
I'm not saying fucking racism doesn't exist.
Like,
Yes, it
exists. I'm also saying, like, look, I know a certain extent of stuff where it's like, I know a certain demographic where it's like, I know to keep my fucking my shit clean, right? You know,
Yeah.
and if I was a black dude and I knew those statistics, I'd be like, there's a certain extent of this where I got to keep my fucking nose clean just because I know what I'm up against, right? You know what I'm saying?
There's a certain.
That sucks. By the way, I don't want to put that out there without saying like that sucks that other people have to do that, but that is the world that we live in.
It is the world that we live in, and that is reality. But there's also a certain aspect to it too that like I will constantly hear people that are, you know, black or Hispanic or whatever say shit like, oh well, yeah, dude, but I mean, if I walk into a store, they're gonna be watching me a lot harder than they watch you. I'm like, well, wait a second. Do you mean if you walk into wearing like a fucking hoodie with your hood up and fucking baggy ass pants and some, you know what I mean? Like, do you mean like that, or do you mean if me and you both walked in and fucking most of the time they're gonna be like, well, yeah, but I don't wear. Okay, well then way you present yourself has something to do with the way that people look at you.
I feel like that to this day.
Yeah.
I get looks sometimes and I'm like, dude, I'm 33 years old. I got earrings, I got spiky hair, and fucking I wear Jinkos and band shirts, okay?
Yeah.
I haven't changed since fucking 96. Do you understand
and that's what I'm saying though. So people are gonna look at you fucking shady. Like, and
you know what? I'm a nice fucking guy. So I'm like, hey, you know, hey, you have a good day too. Thanks. Yeah. You know, I'm a polite Southern gentleman when I'm doing these transactions throughout my day. You know what I mean? So my demeanor is that of who I really am.
Yeah.
Not what you see, but who I really am. You know?
And that's one of those things that, listen, it would be great if you could just like hope that nobody is gonna look at you. I mean, look, dude, like, it's not fucked up for people to look at things like it's fucking.
I get it. I get to say, hey, I get it. I know where you're
like if you're walking down the street at fuck. Hey, look. On the street. Or black dudes walking towards you in baggy ass clothes and fucking with their hoods up. Are you going to be more skeptical of those dudes? Or are you going to be more skeptical of, like, say, 4 white guys in ties fucking giggling and fucking laughing about the day?
I used to have
like,
to do this.
That's not fucking crazy. It's fucking, like, there's a certain amount of prejudice that isn't racial, fucking protective, to fucking keep you safe. Like, those guys are more threatening than fucking dudes in suit and ties. Now, does that mean that the guys in suit and ties couldn't fuck you up just as much as the other guys could? Absolutely not. That's not what it means. But the chances are the guys in suit and ties are not looking to fuck anybody up.
I could take all of them out if I really needed to, you know.
But even then, they're probably not. Don't go.
Well, saying
close.
Also, that's also some of the shit that we've still got with us that probably most people don't. I'll give you a prime example. East Ponce de Leon is a fucking road in Atlanta where my favorite venue of all time, the Masquerade, is or was. I think they moved it, sadly enough. It's no longer there. The Punch, I think it's the Punchline, world famous comedy club, the Varsity, and Georgia Tech are all on the same road. The campus of Georgia Tech is on the other side of the highway, you know. But and I used to go to these concerts at the Masquerade in downtown Atlanta. You know what I mean? And I would never cross the road if there was more black guys. Like 3 black guys walking down the road or whatever. But you learn these little fucking street smart tricks. It's like Rocky. You know what I mean? Like I walk with my hand in my pocket, or in my hoodie. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was cold. If I was going to a show, I'd always have like my hand in my hoodie, like, and like be like, hey, what's up, or whatever, walking past people. But you also have this look, this demeanor, right? Like 5'8" and fucking 165 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like I got no chance against more than 2 people of any. Like I just don't. That's what it is. But you carry yourself in a certain way when you grow up around that shit, and that's the way it is, so there's a certain respect of like, this is my neighborhood too. Like I might be a different color than you, but like you walk around as if this is your neighborhood, and that's with the confidence of this is your neighborhood, which it wasn't, by the way. I just happened to be at a show down there, but you just walk around like that, and it's all good. You don't.
I mean, here's the thing, dude. Most people don't want that much fucking trouble anyway.
Yeah, but you don't walk around like a mark. You walk around like a scared little bitch and fucking.
Yeah, you get treated like a scared little bitch.
You're right, exactly. Don't be a scared little bitch, I guess, is the point that we're making here.
But I mean, I will. Yeah, don't be a scared little bitch. No, I mean, like that's the thing. Like, listen, dude. Walked through the middle of 3rd Ward and they have fucking songs about this, right? Like I've walked through the fucking 3rd and 5th Ward in fucking Houston at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, drunk as piss by myself. You know what I mean?
Act like you own the motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's like listen,
the 3rd Ward, bitch.
Like, hey, dude, if you're gonna fuck with me, I promise you're gonna win. It's gonna be a rough night. I'm gonna make sure that you. And
right,
it's one of those things that like you also have to realize too is I'm not walking around
too. Respect,
yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, look, dude, to another dude thrown at fucking doesn't really don't care to fuck.
I gotta tell you, the white boy fucking nod gets you a long way in a fucking unfamiliar neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
I won't even say the hood. I'll just say in an unfamiliar neighborhood, the white boy nod, acknowledging, nodding, what's up, what's up nod. The white boy nod will fucking get you a long fucking way, and going like, hey, y'all are headed where you're headed, I'm headed where I'm headed. What's up?
People, here's the thing, dude. Like,
and that's a Southern thing. I'm not saying that's gonna work for you in fucking New York or anywhere else.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I don't know how to get you working. Listen to.
I know how to get through New York. I can navigate New York pretty well. I mean, I've only been there like 4 times in the city, but I know how to navigate New York, because it's just freaks and weirdos, and nobody really pays attention to anybody unless you're really looking for trouble. But you're pretty good. You're pretty good if you just act like you fucking know what you're doing. If you just act like you know what you're doing, you can navigate New York good.
Yeah, see, if I want to, like, if we get to, like, when we die, we get to come back, you get to pick what area you want to come back in. I want to do my next life as somebody, because I liked it here, right? But, like, I want to figure out that shit.
By the way, I love it, man. I love New York.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just like the whole concrete jungle idea, right? Like,
yeah. It really is good. It really is good for people like us with like animalistic instincts, where it's just like, I own this fucking city. But everybody that's from the city like acts
fucking same,
naturally, like, I own this is my city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a certain aspect of that really goes a long way there. So like I said, you're not fucking sitting there pulling out your subway map or whatever. You look like a cocksucker, then you're gonna fucking this shit ahead of time, or you fucking get off and put yourself aside from the commute of somebody else to fucking get your wits about you and go, okay, here's what we're doing. I'm not stopping every 5 minutes to fucking, you gotta move. It's not like us in the South where we're like just strolling like a couple of fucking limp leaning gangsters, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the South move. We're just fucking strolling with a fucking limp, you know, with a pimp. You know,
fucking
I
Leave
get
the fuck alone, homie. I mean, like
a certain amount of this about me too, where it's like I do this in my everyday life, even down here, where I'm like, no, I got an agenda and I got shit to do. So boom, 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 boom. Let's fucking get this shit knocked out, you know. And you have to carry that mentality with you consistently when you're staying in New York. But
yes,
and that's
I'm pretty much fucking like, listen, I need to be everywhere a little bit before they close because I'm not fucking hauling ass when I.
Sure. Right.
I mean, like,
absolutely.
Yeah, nah, man. I very much like, look, dude, I love being.
Me too. I would never have my home anywhere else outside of the South.
No, if it was somewhere outside of the South that I was living, would be that I would be in such seclusion that it wouldn't matter where the fuck. If that makes sense, like if I like.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
dude.
if I was outside of the South, then oh yeah, okay, well, you live in Maine, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
I'm telling you, man. I had this conversation earlier today. I forget with who, but I think I was talking to my grandmother, where they're starting to build, like they live out in the sticks and have for like almost 20, like for about 20 years now, and they're starting to build neighborhoods out here, and this area is growing, and it has. Every single time I go out there, there's something new out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've seen this all over the country. People act like it's crazy when it's happening where we live now, but it's always like once the city gets too crazy, everybody starts moving out this way. This is why I'm fucking got $40,000 fucking up on my home value in the past 3 years, So fuck your mother. I know I can see the trends, but I was like, dude, I'll take it all away to fucking just live in a smaller home, to be away from everybody, where I ain't got nobody around me. I'm good. I want to be in seclusion. I really do. I want to be fucking away. If I'm somewhere, it's because I want to be there. It's not because you're invading my fucking space. You know what I mean? Everybody else can suck a big black dick. I don't give a fuck, straight up. But anyway, speaking of black, we'll hit our metal break. We got. I say first off, we'll hit Typo Negative doing Cinnamon Girl from Neil Diamond, and then we'll come back with maybe some Fear Factory. Sound all right?
Plan.
All right. Much love. Second hour coming up next. Stay tuned, everybody. More post politics coming up next.
lock all my doors, and it's the only way I live in cars. Here in my car, I can hardly receive. I can listen to you, and it keeps me stable for days in cars. When the image bursts down, will you visit me please? If I open my door in cars. Here in my car, I know I've started to think about leaving tonight. Although nothing seems right in cars.
Buddy, back at it. And also, right quick, happy birthday to one of our, I would say, definitely top 5 listeners. Crystal's birthday is today. So.
Oh, man, damn. I didn't even know that. Happy fucking birthday.
Happy birthday, you're not special. You're getting older, but not much better. We all want to advance you. That's why we're singing this song. So happy fucking birthday, you're not special. You're not special.
Happy birthday, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you for being.
It's actually pretty fucking unique because for any like Houston, like today is like a Houston holiday. Died back in 2000.
DJ Screw's birthday too?
No, it's not his birthday, but it's like basically their most popular fucking freestyle from the click was called June 27th. And so
okay.
after he died, they made 7th is fucking Brewhead's fucking holiday.
Right on.
Yeah, so it falls on a fairly unique day.
I'm on that lean, dog.
Yeah, dog. Fuck, dude, that's like the fucking killer of like most fucking Houston fucking rappers.
Right. Just to pop off on some of these talking points of this Civil War deal, the whole like God is on our side. The Maxine Waters gimmick, which I don't know if anybody else.
Listen, fucking anybody who says God is on our side is stupid and full.
Well, the other thing is like this woman confronted her. I don't have the clip pulled up, but this independent journalist woman who happens to be like a Trump supporter, like said like, you know, hey, you ask for people to confront, you know, Trump people, you know, in and out of the political spectrum in public, and you know, arguably to incite violence with them, you know. And here I am, and they're like, call my office, make an appointment. Like she's, you know, she's saying that 30 times within like a 1 minute clip that had to, you know, get out there or whatever. But like, you know, what number 2 here? Surround their homes and schools and protests. You know, yeah, yeah.
And wait, there's schools? Like there's just entire schools of Trump supporters?
Hold on. Let me get.
Which is dumber than I thought she was.
That whole Peter Fonda thing, like where it was like, dude, like Peter Fonda's on his deathbed, and he's like, no, fucking put the president's son. He literally said, put the president's son in a cage, like, and all this shit.
Well, that's because fucking they're also goddamn stupid. Like, here's my thing. Like, once again, before I say this, I'm gonna say it on every episode where I say anything that could be interpreted as something positive about Trump. Not a fucking Trump fan, but it's crazy to me when you have a fucking policy put into, and they, by the way, they have put pictures of the Obama administration, and when you can policy being forced, children and families being separated from each other because it's been a policy that's been around since 1997, right? And so the story breaks. Trump puts through an executive order to get rid of it, and everybody hates Trump for it. Policy. And you're like, wait, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? How fucking so nobody, like, I don't like him, and I went and looked it up. Fuck, I was, and everybody is just, yeah, that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Oh, it'll be funny. Like I said,
we're dealing with the most like ignorant group of, and it's willful. When you have, at least in like the days of the original, it took days to go find out.
Right?
Like
you had to bring the fucking pain too. You know what I mean? You had to come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you had to if you wanted to know what was really going on, you had to ride to Boston. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it wasn't.
I sent a letter to the congressman, and he
exactly. It's like, but now we have like the wealth of information at our fingertips, and people don't know. Damn it, you fucks. Fuck y'all. Like every time.
I think this also is played into.
Every time that I start feeling good about you fucking people, y'all completely let me down, and I'm fucking tired about it. By you people, I mean humanity.
Right. And I think the other part about that is also going like, we don't, like, everybody is playing into the what do they call that, man? Fuck, I don't know why the term is aloof to me right now. No. Everybody else basically is playing by each other's rules, like whatever the dumbed down rules are.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's like going like, okay, they're playing by these rules. We've got to lesser ourselves to fucking play by the rules that are
lesser ourselves and
stop doing that. Stop. Right, stop doing that.
No, it's all like one big game of fucking I'm not touching you.
Oh my god, fucking once again.
Touching.
Has to be. Right. The country is essentially a fucking back seat conversation on the way to Florida. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is.
Down to the fucking.
Listen, if you motherfuckers don't shut up, I will turn.
Hey, if you don't get with the program, we are turning this country around right now and going back to pre-Civil War times. Oh my God. What? Yeah, I'm seeing all this shit too. I don't know what the fuck. Oh my God, my whole shit just fucking. What the fuck is going on lately, man? You know what happened? We touched on something. We touched on something that was fucking making too much sense.
Yeah,
for the
that happens.
Once again,
I've seen it
happen time and time again. They want to shut us down.
Yeah, I should be good now.
At every corner. No, my fucking Winamp just like totally fucking just took a shit too. Like on top.
That shit happens, dude. That shit happens. It's alright. We're gonna make it.
I have no idea what the fuck happened, but I'm not gonna lose gladly.
Yeah, don't lose, bro. Don't lose.
Our at least our replay shit is still all Jesus right now, but we're gonna have to reconnect with all our affiliates, so to speak.
Yeah. Nah, man. I mean, it's a little bit fucking it's a little fucking tiring, dude. I'm just getting kind of tired of like the wealth of fucking stupid that I'm surrounded with on a daily basis.
Just like and that's why we had that whole, we talked before the break about that whole isolationism aspect of it, where it's like, nah, man, you know what? Like, I think I'm all right. Like, just, I know what I want and I know what I can do. So, like, just take me away from the rest of it. I think I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. I don't need to fucking be infiltrated by commerce right when I walk out of the door, which is essentially what's inevitably ended up happening since I moved out here 10 years ago.
Dude, it's fucking like, no, that's what's funny, right? Is you kind of moved to the sticks and then got fucked on it.
Right. Well, I mean, I didn't totally get fucked because, like, I bought a home before all this stuff happened. Like I said, I've got probably 90 grand that is definitely mine if I were to sell this house tomorrow. So, hey, that's cool. I'm good with that. I'm cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's a positive aspect of it. You know what I don't like is fucking, like, this used to be the sticks. I used to roll out on a Saturday and fucking you'd be lucky to find 10 cars on your way out to where you were headed within a 10-mile radius that passed you. And there's fucking traffic lights where they weren't. There's toll roads where they weren't. There's commerce and fucking new stores and a lot of extra people where there weren't 10 years ago, and that kind of shit pisses me off. But it's like, man, I always like to be where it's not too much of, I don't mind a little bit of travel, but I always like to be where there's not too much travel to get to where I need to get what I need.
Yeah.
Where I want to be. And I also like to be far enough out to where I don't get hit with commerce right when I step out the front door. You know what I mean?
Reasonable.
And that's slowly but surely becoming where I am. But tis what it is.
Yeah. I mean, we're all we're all gonna get fucked on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of the way it is.
But moving along this list here, while we still got it going on, media wars, polarization of opinion, I should say. And so this is of course, like fake news is a deal, and we just used to call that the trick of the mainstream media or whatever thing you want to tag onto that. That's fucking 6 years ago, that's what we called it, where it was like they're suppressing the truth, or whatever, and they only tell you what they want you to hear. And now it's like blatant. Now it's just like it's so in your face on other side of the aisle, on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
That it's becoming something that is, like I said, just too in your face for you not to notice. And it's like, I'm gonna buy into X, Y, and Z, or buy into A, B, and C, whatever you want. Like those are your options, because we're gonna take total extreme takes.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're gonna get vanilla or chocolate, and what I mean? Like when you're sitting over there, like, yo, but can I get some of that with the cookie dough and the? Nah, look, we don't offer that shit. All right, you buy the vanilla or chocolate and fucking move on.
Right. Yeah. You know what you need to do if you really need that shit? And they won't even tell you this. The mainstream won't even tell you this. You know what you really need to do if you want that shit? You need to take some vanilla fucking ice cream home and fucking go buy you a bag of fucking Oreos and crunch that shit up and then just mix it together like a true baller would.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't tell you that, even though they feel, some of those outlets feel like that. But that's a part of our plight, is like, yo, motherfucker, that's how we grew up. That's how we grew up. Like, you want something done?
Look at my own shit.
Right, you got to do it on your own. You want fucking cookies and cream, motherfucker? You better buy some vanilla ice cream and go fucking buy a bag of Oreos and crunch that bitch up and fucking power punch. You want to fucking hammer fist those fucking Oreos crunched up into your fucking vanilla ice cream.
And
that's
if you
how
want if you want the fucking shit with the raw cookie dough in it, then like, hey, look, you're gonna have to go buy you a roll of cookie dough.
And break them shits off in little fucking.
And you know what? The positive thing about that is you also have half a roll of fucking cookie dough to eat.
Right. Dude, I remember when I worked at fucking the grocery store, I used to fucking buy it. And I used to eat that raw cookie dough all the goddamn time. And oh my God, dude. I couldn't.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, dude, I'm not one on sweets, but listen, raw cookie dough, I will fucking tear that shit up. And somebody told me a couple years ago that was bad for you, and I was like, that's a risk I'm willing to take, motherfucker. Like, I mean, like, yeah, why don't you just listen? Everything that's fucking makes me happy is bad for me. All right, like fucking, I'm taking it.
No need for the "if I was a gambling man" fucking talk. I am a gambling man. That's how. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
If you want, right. If you don't know,
if what you mean is that I'm gonna die tonight in a bed, fucking full on cookie dough, then shut the fuck up, because that sounds like a pretty decent way to go out.
Love my belly hair and fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Drunk, smoked a pack of cigarettes with a full thing of cookie dough in my stomach. Right. Sounds like I went out like a boss. You shut your fucking mouth.
I got fucking died with a packed bowl fucking just waiting on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was the second go around, I was running my own fingers through my fucking belly hair and just feeling like a fucking boss player would, you know what I mean? That's how I'm going out.
Yeah, I don't understand why fucking people like. Because here's my thing, like,
bitch.
Look, there's some real weight to, like, Braveheart speech. Like, says, no, sure, run and you'll live. And he was like, but when you're laying in your fucking beds, many years from now, right, like, would you give up that one chance? And I realize we're talking about cookie dough and fucking alcohol here, but I just mean in general, like, I don't want to keep from doing things that fucking, like, they're things I enjoy about life. And so if you're telling me that, like, oh yeah, but like, no, that might kill you. And you're like, okay, so what you're telling me is you want me to be 70 years old, fucking lived on goddamn kale and fucking some kind of weird seed that's really fucking healthy for me, right? And I'm goddamn miserable because I have no fucking experiences, and I'll die real fucking healthy at 80, not able to do shit. Like, nah, dude, I'm gonna fucking listen. My body's gonna ache. I'm gonna be limping by the time I'm fucking 75. I'm sure, like, probably before then. But I mean, look, I already like at this moment, like, really, it's my own fucking personal strength that keeps limping at this point. Right? Is
110%, bro. I'm with it. I'm with it. Going like man, I'll save myself a couple extra years because it ain't looking good. Either if the technology is there, I fucking hope I hold in regard enough that I'll be able to fucking I'll be able to front that bill. All right.
yeah,
You know
I mean,
what
if I get like some cool surgery type shit, right? Like where they're like, oh well, we can give you a robot leg.
they can
Like,
do
I'm-
vaginal rejuvenation, but they can't do lung and liver rejuvenation. Get on it, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Okay.
But I mean, here's the deal, though. I mean, new vaginas are way cooler. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on the scientific community for fucking taking care of what's important. Like, good job, fellas. Good job. Oh man, I had a lose trip on that comment. That's fucking terrible. Frozen. And yes, I'm with you on the sopapillas and fucking amazing, exciting death. I gotta fucking call Trip back. Oh, we got you?
Hold on a sec.
There it is. Oh, you're on your phone. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Did you lose the internet there, bro?
I have no idea. It's been storming the fuck out of this place lately. We might have to shut it down. Yeah, everything's just fucking haywire right now.
Well, cool, man. Fucking,
And that fucking sucks, dude.
yeah, that's pretty gay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, what we did tonight was fucking really cool, but, like, I can't even, like, my computer's doing, it's giving me nothing. I still have your fucking stupid face frozen in the fucking corner of my shit.
Well, I got the fucking generic you and Lily fucking picture out there right now, so that's cool.
Okay, well, hold
But
on.
I did have you frozen with your fucking head back in laughter, so that was all right for a while there, man.
Did you fucking shut down the YouTubes?
No, we're live on it right now, dog.
All right, rock on. Well, yeah, I guess I'll fucking I mean, we can do a little bit here.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Impromptu.
Do what we do. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm cool. I mean, am I coming across good?
Yeah, you're good. I mean, you sound like you're on a phone, but shit, we've done plenty of episodes with me on a phone, so I think we're fine. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
Fucking nut. Crystal said to tell you that you just won some mega death tickets.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, man, I got somebody coughing in the living room like a motherfucker. Oh, look at you, dog. Yeah, it's like the, looks like you got a GoPro in front of your face.
Sorry, man. I got my phone up and we've got this shit with the goddamn,
I like how you're still talking into your microphone. Like, that's fucking working right now. Like, that's happening.
well, I'll go live for right now until I can fucking get everything shut down here. So
Yeah.
hold all this shit close, basically. But what did Crystal say?
No, she said to tell you just want some Megadeth tickets, but I don't think that's it. And fucking Crystal, you fucking don't get to be a real fucking, you don't get to be a real metalhead until you spell fucking Megadeth right.
Right. No, EAATH.
No, it's yeah, DEATH. Yeah, it's DETH. Crystal, DETH. That was real nitpicky though. I'm sorry, it's your birthday. I can't do that shit.
Yeah. If she loves it, she'll understand.
Fucking yeah, man. I don't know where the fuck we were at.
Fuck it, I'd like to do this shit. This is new. This
Yeah,
is cool.
you could just kind of walk around, right? Now you understand, dude. I was having fun with that shit. It was nice when I got to just fucking be on the phone walking around with that shit.
If you're still on YouTube, then yeah, we can fucking rock this shit out.
Yeah. Oh, no, you just get to go outside. Oh, you get to have a cigarette during the show. Nice. Props to Trip. Man, dude, we move into our new apartment fucking, like, this fucking weekend, and I've already made the deal that I won't smoke in there even during the show. Because that's always been kind of my thing, like, right? Like, I could go, nah, man, during the show, I fucking smoke, right? And,
yeah, no, me too. That's why, like, I would never take as many. I've been better because we don't take as many breaks as we used to, but,
yeah.
that's for me taking like a break every like half hour, usually, historically speaking, is because we, like I gotta smoke.
Yeah.
But
I needs that shit.
Fucking A. Nova, get back.
Oh, man. I didn't even tell y'all this shit. Because it just happened yesterday. So I fucking goddamn adopted 2 puppies because I'm a fucking sorry piece of shit.
You really are. You really are. Dumb.
Dude, I fucking listen, man. Alright. The motherfucking so my little girls are outside, my stepdaughters, and fucking somebody drives by and throws 2 puppies out of their fucking car.
Wow.
And yeah, and they bring them upstairs and they're like, fucking petting them and giving them water and shit on the front porch. And I fucking walk out and I'm like, what the fuck are these 2 puppies doing on my fucking porch, And they were like, somebody just threw them out of the car. I was like, are y'all giving me a fucking sob story so we can keep the puppies? Is that what y'all trying to do to me right now? And
no, they literally threw them shit
yeah,
out.
They're like, no, they threw them out of the fucking car. And I'm like, god damn it. Well then, so they're both like, they're red, right? And there's one little girl that I'm naming her fucking Ladybird. Anybody from fucking any King of the Hill fan would appreciate that. But she's a goddamn sweetheart, right?
I'll tell you what.
And fucking the other one, we're naming him Red, dude, because he's got red hair. But the motherfucker, listen.
I thought you were gonna say because he looks like Morgan Freeman.
No, fucking dude, my full-grown fucking pit bull walks over and like steps on him because he's like getting attention from me, right? So the pit's like, hey, fuck him, right? Dude, that little son of a bitch, dude, he's like this goddamn big, right? And he fucking turns around and with that little Simba from the Lion King, fucking right? like fucking bites hold of my fucking pit's throat. And like I was like, alright, the little asshole can stay. I was like, okay, he's alright. If you're gonna get down on the first day, we'll keep you. But so yeah, now they're here. It's really not that big of a deal because the girls are on summer vacation, so they just they can fucking they're doing the house training thing. It's all working,
That shit fucking permeate into the school year where everybody's back in normal ass mode.
Oh yeah, well then those motherfuckers will be in goddamn kennels, so I don't really give a fuck. That'll be fucking. We'll be kennel training by that time. But whatever. So that happened. I got fucking goddamn too many fucking dogs in the house now.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright though, because puppies are cute as fuck. When they grow up, I'm gonna have to fucking hate all three of them, but whatever. I did that little. So I saw the little what the fluff thing where on the little hashtag they were doing, where the fucking you hang the blanket in front of yourself in front of your dog, and then now hold on, watch you hold the blanket in front of yourself, right? While your dog's like staring at you, and then fucking you drop the blanket and jump into the room next to you, right? And so they think you're magic and you disappeared, right? And dude, it worked fucking hilariously. Like I did that shit on fucking to my pit, and he like flipped out, dude, and started running in circles around. It's on my Instagram, but he starts running around in circles around the living room, like looking for me. Yeah, and then fucking like dives back into the room, and like I fucking came out of the kitchen, and he's like, "Oh fuck." But it's fucking hilarious how stupid dogs are. I mean, I love them to fucking death. But, like, just the fact that you're standing behind a blanket, dive into another room, and they're like, what the fuck happened?
Right. I don't mind the, like, utter amazement and, you know.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
Like, the simple-mindedness of it all, but I'm like, you know, even during, like, hard times, I'm like Dave Chappelle talking about fucking Abba Zabba and Half Baked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you my only friend.
Abba Zabba, you my only friend. And that's like how I look at my dog when I'm like rough. I just come out back here and have a smoke. And like, she's just like, well, what's going on with you, man? You know, like,
dude, he fucking.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Hates my guts right.
Dude, when I mean, that really is what it is, dude, because like, I can come home. And, like, when I come home, dude, like, I'm tired. I want to change before I do anything. I want my goddamn boots off. I want to fucking, you know, put on some comfortable clothes and take a shower, you know? And I come in, and he's, like, at the door, like, I knew you were coming home right now. I knew you weren't going to leave forever. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking, like, I'm the coolest motherfucker ever. And, and then fucking, dude, but every day I walk right past him and go into the fucking bedroom to fucking kick my boots off first, right? But, like, if I were to do that to the kids or to fucking Sam, they would be fucked up with me afterwards, right? They would be like, nah, dude, you just walked right past me. But not him, dude. I opened the door, and he's like, finally, you opened the door so I can come see you. Oh, my fucking God. You know what I mean? Like, it's great, dude. They are, like, the coolest fucking animals in the world, without a doubt. Like, I mean, you know, cats are entertaining, but they just aren't fucking companions.
And
like
the cat's in the cradle and the seal.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, there's even when you talk about cats, they're associated with something fucked up, right? So like a sad ass song, or if in Constantine, the fucking gateway to hell, like fucking like, nah, dude, cats are never a positive thing. Dogs are always a positive thing.
Right.
Except for in that one movie, Man's Best Friend, with that Rottweiler that pissed acid and shit. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, dude. That was like right up there with, like, I don't know. It was weird. In the early mid-'90s, they had a handful of those types of movies that, like, I wouldn't necessarily, like, consider to be, like, horror movies.
Yeah, they were just weird sci-fi, like...
Not even like sci-fi, but like in the same aspect of like Cujo. Like Cujo wasn't like a monster movie. Like I like my slasher films. I like my fucking Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I mean I'm more of a thriller guy than anything. Like I like thriller movies, but yeah.
Yeah, in my later years, you know, like moving on, like after like late high school, early college, I really, but that's also around the time where things like The Ring started to come out, where it was like it had that horror element, but like I like the story being told. I tell Britt all the time, I'm going like,
yeah, and the early days of that Twitch shit was awesome. Like The Ring, the way that little chick moved, like with her little twitchy fucking. Oh, dude, the early days were awesome with that shit because it was something new. But now, like, every goddamn horror fucking movie has that shit. Like,
it's so rehashed, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really wish I could remember that fucking movie that I watched recently. that was one of those that I like.
What's the fucking Quiet movie? Was it A Quiet Place? Is that what it was fucking called? You went and saw it.
No. There's one that was like a quiet place. What's the one that they did about the? There's one that came out recently that was about the aliens and shit, but it was like.
I think you're giving some shit away because I didn't know there was a fucking alien movie that came out.
About the aliens, and there's one about a deaf dude that they fucking decide to break into in like the middle of Detroit. That's the one I saw. I don't know if that's A Quiet Place.
I think it's a fucking. There's one that's supposed to be. It was a horror movie, and I think like half the fucking movie is like damn near silent because they're like trying to hide and they have to be fucking quiet or some shit.
That's both of those movies, by the way.
Oh really? Well, fuck, I don't know. But I saw there's what was the old movie was what with the aliens come down and shit, and it was like District 9 or District 8 or whatever, I think.
District 9 was the one, and then that I really like that Cloverfield.
Dude, you know what? I never went and saw Cloverfield because of the fact that
first one I got it on bootleg and it sucked, but that 10 Cloverfield Lane or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was fucking cool. Yeah,
that was fucking dope. That was really.
Yeah, with John Goodman in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I gotta say this, John Goodman. Like, there's nothing that you're gonna tell me. Like, John Goodman, anything aside from fucking little kids, like, John Goodman can. Like,
oh yeah, nah, dude. Like, I mean, seriously, dude. Like, I thought like John Goodman, Roseanne, when I was a kid, was like the coolest fucking father of all time.
Right. I was like, no, that's the actual working class hero. By the way, I don't think we've said this yet. That fucking whole Connors reboot or whatever, the Connors.
Yeah.
How they write Roseanne off. That fucking thing will last that one season that everybody already signed their contract for, and that will be done.
And it's fucking gone. Yeah.
Like, it's gonna tank so fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm a little fucking upset about that whole thing. I mean, really the main thing that I'm angry about is that, like, I feel like everybody that's calling her a racist is racist. Because, like, I really, like, my thing is like, listen, if you look at a picture of that fucking bitch that she called, that said looks like a monkey, the bitch looks like a fucking monkey. And it got anything to do with her being black. She looks like a fucking monkey. And, like, I think that if you say, fucking...
talking about her hair is what it was. Is that she had the same fucking hair as...
Yeah, she's also got the same fucking jawline. That bitch looks like a fucking monkey. Like, my thing is that... Here's the deal, dude. Like, I think it's more racist to say that fucking anytime you refer to somebody as looking like a monkey, it must be because they're black. Like, I think that's racist as fuck.
We need to be fronting the whole movement on this. Is that just we need to start calling like the most Aryan people that we can find that do anything spit fucked up monkeys.
Yeah. No, dude.
Fucking Norwegian monkeys, just...
Yeah, what's his fucking name? Goddamn, my mind went blank. I feel like I'm about to, like, cross into, like, fucking the shame section of fucking metal, because I'm about to say fucking, I can't remember this dude's fucking name, but, the fucking guy that played the fucking Aryan in, Sons of Anarchy, and does fucking stand-up comedy, and was a fucking... like fucking metal dude for goddamn ever, and he's a goddamn beast. I can't remember his fucking name. God damn it, I'm a fucking idiot. Let's see here.
Henry Rollins?
Yes, Rollins. Why the fuck? I was like, I feel like so I didn't even want to go any further. I was like, I felt like I just wanted to stop talking because I couldn't fucking remember his goddamn name, and I just
say like, what you want. I'm good for it, motherfucker.
I was ashamed. Yeah, I know. No, but here's the thing, like, we'll start saying, like, Rollins, that fucking ape-looking motherfucker, you know what I mean? Fucking monkey son of a bitch. Like it's got to be like, but see, like here's my thing. My biggest problem with it, and I said this last time, but I mean, like Ron Perlman looks like a straight up ape, dude. Like you can't tell me that he does not look like he's the fucking the motherfucker is the missing link, and don't act like he's not. And it's one of those things that
I know I've said this on the show before too. Is that if you ever watch it's on Netflix right now. Anybody can go look that up. Go look up A Quest for Fire. It came out in the early 90s, and it has very little dialogue, and it's all about fucking cavemen and doing their shit and fucking this one woman. You know, this fucking cave woman.
Yeah.
But like my joke about that is that Ron Perlman really needed very little makeup.
they didn't have to do nothing. Yeah. He just fucking walked on the set, and they were like, "Oh, you need a little bit extra hair on your back, I guess."
Like, not a shot. Like Ron Perlman just does like Hellboy, fucking Quest for Fire as a caveman. Yeah,
like, listen, dude. Here's the fucked up thing: is when you go to do Hellboy, and the only makeup they have to do you is paint you red and add horns. Like, fuck you, dude. Yeah. Nah, you're a goddamn mutant.
Paint him red and put horns on him.
Yeah,
no problem.
We're done. There's Hellboy right there. Yeah.
Robert Englund didn't have to go through as much makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking Crystal just brought up a good point in chat. We haven't even fucking mentioned Space Force. Like,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to wrap it up before.
No, we do. But I just thought about how.
Hold on, right quick. I got my shit back up so we can get the replays going or whatever. But I'm saving it now. So I'm sorry everything got so fucked up technologically.
No, I mean it's definitely your fault. So.
Not my fault. I'm just doing what I normally do. Technology speaks for itself.
I don't fucking work for Comcast. Yeah. Nah, man.
Just pay the bill, motherfucker. But anyway,
we're good, dog.
Oh.
Yeah, Space Force, dude. We haven't even brought up how ridiculous that whole idea is, but I was thoroughly fucking entertained when they said it.
Are you not entertained?
Dude, completely. You know what? I gotta say that out of everything, I talked about this when Trump was getting, like, when it looked like Trump was gonna win, right? And I was like, dude, if anything, the Trump administration is gonna be thoroughly fucking entertaining, right? And they have not disappointed.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, to get him to walk out, continue to tweet all goddamn night.
That's the other part about it, where it's like no, like, this is what happens when you double down on crazy, and it fucking sometimes it works out too. You know what I mean?
But I just like, no, for somebody to get up and he's like, dude, I saw somebody the other day link the fucking Dave Chappelle fucking speech of like that, like when Dave Chappelle starts, we're gonna explore space. We have fucking space military, you know what I mean? And like, dude, they were talking about having fucking like space marines. Like, what? Like, yes. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Like, and I've been enjoying Warhammer 40K for years, and like, so now there's gonna be real space marines. It's fucking great. That's just it's entertaining as hell, man. I'm really excited to see our money being pissed away on something that's like more more magical. You know what I mean?
It's cool, man.
I hope they get like that's one of my things is like I hope they get like cool like Power Ranger suits. You know what I mean? Like I want to see them in like something fucking like if they're just walking around in regular military fatigues like Stargate, like I'm gonna be pissed. You know what I mean? Like, nah, dude, I need these guys to have like fucking cool little helmets and fucking and then
other dimensions, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, I want to see some cool shit. Like I don't know. Like
it's like, well, that's also the mentality of the mentality of the country where it's just like, look, we don't need to go into space before we can, don some Stargate features. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we're still arguing about the fact that you guys are
badass and stylish if we're gonna go into space. Okay.
We're still sitting here fucking arguing about fucking people fucking separating fucking kids from the fucking, second world country that are coming across our fucking border over here. Like, you guys really think we need to start like, and here was my thing. I want to know what the Space Force, like what that, like we're not saying there's aliens now, right? Like that's not a thing, right? That's not like, he's not taking it on full diversion, right? Like we're going up here because I saw that UFO, guys. I know what's up. You know what I mean?
That was a thing that came out yesterday, I believe it was. I mean,
well, because they released that footage, right, of the little UFO.
Well, it was within the past day or two. They actually came out, the Oxford scientists. Anybody can go look that up. Like Oxford said, and I was listening to Norton, and Norton brought up a great point about it too, where he's like, fuck, they don't know. They got off on this whole space shit or whatever, but they said that it's very unlikely that there is any other like sentient being like us out in the universe, just because if there was, we would have known by now. And Norton was like, look, we've only been doing space travel for like the past 70 years.
Yeah. No, I mean, we just realized that like
anything beyond a telescope we've only had for like 70 years. So it's like, really, we would have known by now when you're talking about billions of years of existence.
And we've been blasting radio signals up into space, and then we found out that radio signals are probably the least efficient way to communicate through anything. So it's one of those things that, like, chances are, if it's an advanced civilization, they're not going to be looking for fucking radio waves. Like, they're not going to be, because if they're trying to look for intelligent life, they're not looking for fucking, like, the most baseline fucking caveman way of fucking communicating. Like, that's just not going to be the fucking case. Like, you know what I mean? It's like these guys are, like, up there with fucking, with, like, and probably something way better than that, but like we're still getting excited because we got like fiber fucking connections, right? Like we're like, oh dude, we got IR fucking like fiber connections for our fucking internet.
I got Cat 5 cables.
Yeah, but they got that shit. They got like the aliens have like the fiber connection, and we're still trying to hit them up on a ham radio. You know what I mean? Like nah, dude. Like we wouldn't know. We would have no fucking idea. So, like, yeah, I think it's kind of fucking stupid for us to assume that there's just nobody up there. Dude, there was that big-ass fucking asteroid that came into our solar system that I think it's going to be, like, another year before it gets anywhere near us, but, like...
It's supposed to be, like, the closest that anything's come.
Yeah, from outside of our solar system, right? And so, like, there's shit that's going on that's definitely... I mean... What sucks is our fucking government is so fucking deceiving that there's a good chance that, like, even then, like, that even though we think, like, aliens could fucking be, like, showing up or watching or trying to fucking contact us, there's also a good chance that fucking, I mean, these guys are, like, fake, they fake attacks and bullshit, like, by their own admission on Earth, like... When shit really gets out of hand, why wouldn't they just be like, yeah, no, there's aliens up there. That shit's scary. You guys stay in your fucking house. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't trust them. So, I don't know. That fucking sucks. Like, I wish they'd do some, like, like Independence Day thing, like, without, like, really attacking, though. Like, just show up. You know what I mean? They could blow up the White House. I wouldn't be fucked up about that. But, because that scene was cool as fuck.
Just exert the power and just be like, look, man, time to get y'all put together. Right?
Yeah, like, hey, listen, we can see this is where the fucked up part of y'all society is coming from, so we're going to get rid of this first.
You were like the bullies of the universe, where it was like, okay, we didn't even want to come down here because we thought you guys would get your shit together, but it's like some fucked up intergalactic parent, where it's
yeah.
Like, okay, we're coming to the point where I have to exert my authority.
Yeah. We've been fucking monitoring, and we heard one of you stupid fucks is deciding to create a space force. So before that shit happens, we're gonna go ahead and fucking nip this bitch in the bud real quick and fucking let you boys know we're here and you motherfuckers are wrong. Calm down with your space force. Fucking clean your goddamn globe up, and then holler at us in a couple 100 years. You know what I mean?
That's great, dude.
The Space Force. That's fucking beautiful. Like, he even called it the Space Force. Like, what? No, not the Space Force. Like, sure, can we change the name of the Navy, the Marines, and the Army and just change them? Because we got the Air Force, right? Can we have, like, the Water Force? And, like, the fucking, like, so we're just, like, the culmination of the Captain Planet rings. You know what I mean? Right. It's fucking stupid.
Our powers combined.
Exactly. Force.
Oh, fuck off.
It's like, God.
Acts together.
Yeah. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. The Space Force thing is
Don't get me wrong, it sounds cool. Anybody that doesn't think that it sounds cool is
yeah. Well, I mean, that's where they fucked up with calling NASA, right? Like they should have called it Space Force or something. Space something.
They probably still would have had better funding at this point.
Definitely. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, Space Force is pretty cool. That's a cool name. I mean, it sounds like the Avengers, but whatever.
That's what I'm saying, man. They got to put that fucking connotation
to it. Hey, we heard you guys like Marvel movies, so we put some fucking Marvel movies in your reality.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And what's awesome is like all the rednecks that are out there that are like, yes, a Space Force. Like, fuck.
But that thing, all the fucking hill jacks like make it seem they're up on some technological shit.
We got Trump in here now. He's gonna take over space.
They're not the hill jack like by their own admission through that they're not the hill jacks that everybody thought they were just because everybody knows about Space Force now. You know what I'm saying?
Now all of a sudden they're intergalactic. You know what I mean? I know about space, dude. I've read up on the Space Force. I understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's exciting. We're gonna send fucking maybe we'll find oil up there. Who knows? And that'd be it. That's fucking America's shit. All right, man. It's 10:01. Well, 9:01 for you. I'm gonna fucking.
No, it's 11:01 for me.
Oh, 11:01 for you. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, fucking East Side folks.
What you know about that?
Yeah, I was about to say. Wait a second. You guys aren't even on. You guys are Eastern Standard Time, even over there in Georgia, ain't you? You boys still ain't on Central. Even in Atlanta. Like, I mean, I know you're in Florida, but I'm saying Atlanta too.
All that shit up through here is Eastern.
Yeah, y'all ain't even real South. Y'all boys over there on Eastern Standard. On that New York time and shit.
I can't and don't. I don't have the energy doing that. All right. I love you, dog, but
I just can't do it.
I know you're just fucking with me, but I'm like,
it's hurting. I got it. I see it.
All right, man.
Nah, man. Love you, brother.
I'm glad this shit worked out with the YouTube gimmicks, but I don't know what the fuck's been going on with my computer, man. I gotta figure that shit out, bro.
Yeah, clean that bitch up, man.
Yeah.
Too much porn, dog. You can't fucking download that shit.
I use this computer for nothing but the show.
Oh, see, that's fucked up.
Like anything else, I just use this phone.
Yeah.
But all right. Peace out. Sunday night. We'll be back.
For sure. Y'all Y'all boys take care. We got no closeout music, so fucking love y'all. Happy birthday, Crystal. And fucking deuce.
Peace out.